going to be fitting portholes today. So we have our porthole all sized up on the panels. We have 3 portholes we're going to be fitting. One for the living room, one for the toilet, and then one for the bedroom. All along the wall. They've all been lovingly giving messages on them. We love you, porthole. That one. Please don't port in my hole. That's the last one. No port, just sleep. Yeah, good messages. So this is it here. We've sized it up. We're going to drill holes through, pilot holes. Then we can put this little template on the exterior. We'll draw around that as well, and then we'll get the cut. We have quite a big gap here. These are for boats, so they're meant to go that way out and they open outwards, but we're going to be utilising them for the van. So for security purposes, we're going to turn them, invert them, and they're going to open. Don't know what that was. They're going to open inwards, but this will be the fascia. So what we want to do is we want to get something to brace that right in the middle here. If you can see in the middle, the big gap. So we cut these out of MDF, I think it is. So we just slot them in, and then that will then create a solid spacer. We'll glue them together, we'll paint them so when it contacts the metal it won't have any point of contact to the wood, and then it should sit flush to the outside. They have a runoff, they have a little runoff point here, so any water that gathers in this will slip down there and then run off out onto the exterior. So yeah, it's going to be amazing. I got a donut! This now fits in there and gives me a gap, a spacer. It now becomes flush. Right, I'm going to go drill pilot holes with this bad boy. So safety first, goggles on, here I come up. We've got our template all drawn. We're pretty happy with the positioning, so once we do this, no coming back, I'll drill pilot holes in the top, 2 sides, and then 2 either side of this lip, and that should give me the perfect little pilot holes to then put the template on the other side, draw my template, then cut. So here we go. God, that just does not get any less scary. It's fucking terrifying. Beep and terrifying. Nice. I think I'm getting better at this. Lovely. Same this side, and we're good to go. Right, now we'll go put the template on the other side. Cool. Holes on van. Oh my god, that's terrifying. It should be about right. Why is that so low? Woo. Ah, that's it. Does that look about right?
Yeah. Perfect.
You have to get a bigger hole to fit the blade. Right. Okie dokie. We're now going to cut the hole. We've got the template done. We've got the masking up. Square tape on a circular hole. That's the best I could do. We'll maybe get a little bit of scuffing round about here, but that's going to be covered with the fascia, and we'll touch it up with the hammerite paint. Safety first, and let's see if I don't mess this up too much. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Here we go. I'm actually terrified of this. Like, it was scary on the roof yesterday, but it became okay, but this is actually really scary. Here we go. And I just spat a blade out. Take it. God damn it! What's that all about? Take 3? Right, we're nearly finished. Actually, we're getting to like a really complicated part because now I have to try and cut this little thing out for the water runoff. So it's pretty smooth right now, but we'll see what happens here. Right, we'll tack it for the other side and see what happens. What I'm actually going to do is just cut straight over and round rather than try to butcher in and out. Once I've cut the circle out, I can then cut the little dip out. That's a good idea. We have a hole. Hello. I can see you through my hole in the van. So now I'm going to cut the little dip out for, well, Jess thinks it looks like something else, but it's a water runoff for the porthole. So we'll cut that and see what happens. Here we go. Good tip. I think I'm going to cut down the middle here. Yeah, perfect. Could it bend? I don't know. I'll maybe cut down the middle and try and get an angle on it. See what happens? No, it's just bending it. Cut it for you then. Watch out for flying drill bits. Not too bad considering. There we go. Whoop. Here we go. No takes, no second takes. We're going to just try this. One and done. Whole cut. Let's see if this bad boy fits first time. What are you thinking? Bets? I think it will fit. Oh! Oh my god, that is tight, just perfect. Oh. Oh. Oh! You've no idea how satisfying that is. I'm like cutting these things, I'm like, shit, is that going to fit or not? But oh my god. Pristine. It's amazing. Even just the cut in the wood, it's just perfect. I'll tighten this little screw up so that when we open it, it will set up itself. Pop. Good morning, everybody. So today we're going to be sizing up this panel here for this window here, a lovely bunk window. Ooh, very sexy. Yeah, so all we want to do here is we'll probably try and mirror the same height on this panel as we did with the porthole windows here. So we'll gauge the height from the top of the panel down to the top of the window, and we'll mirror that this side, so when you walk around it's aesthetically pleasing. We love aesthetically pleasing things. Yeah, so going to have to cut these things off. These support beams are going to have to come off. We'll size it. We'll do the same as we've done with the holes in the roof as well. We'll do a pile of holes either corner, go around the other side, and then size up the window itself, and then we'll do the cutting. Excellent! Today, this will be here. I'm excited!
Right there on top of the moon, we could sit and do nothing. I wish we were bold to just fly away. I don't wanna care, just be here and I'm good alone. I'll be okay, miss you like an old friend. Too scared now, thinking I should call up, I'm not. I think it's odd how we always wait another day, how we watch things that kids walk away. Let's live down by the water, watch it come and go home. I wish we were bold.
Not allowed to say or do the impression of the person who does that. Can you guess what it is yet?
Can you tell what it is yet?
Can you tell what it is yet?
I wish we were bold to just fly away. I don't wanna care, just be here and I'm good alone. I'll be okay, miss you like an old friend. Too scared now, thinking I should call up, I'm not. I think it's odd how we always.
Okay, so I put in the bunk window at the weekend, but I messed it up big time. I put too much primer on the panel and I overdid it with the sealant. I was thinking more sealant's better than less. Sometimes less is more. Lesson learned. But now I'm having to do this, which is a very long way around getting a proper finish on the van. Trying to remove the primer, the black primer and the sealant from underneath or round about the window. I started scratching the actual panel back down to the base prime coat, which obviously wasn't good. So we have taped it up, we have sanded it so that the primer can take. We've spray painted white primer on this already, and we're now about to spray Halford's Mercedes Arctic White. I've done a test sample of this already in the back of the van just to see if it's the same colour, and I can't see the difference. One's here and one's here. Panel sprayed, very close, if not identical colour. So I'm pretty confident with that, and I've got my little gun. Pew pew. And here we go. So watched a few YouTube videos on using a spray canister, an aerosol canister, to do this, to try and get the best amateur results I can possibly get. 8 to 12 inches from the panel, soft light sprays, and not constant, with a lovely wisp effect, and thin coats repeated multiple times should give me the desired effect. Then with a clear coat on top, and then a little bit of 1000 grit wet sandpaper just to gently blend it from the corner edges here back into the van. And after that we should have a pretty tight looking bunk window. Here's hoping. I'll start this just to give you a little look of how I'm doing this. Here we go. I don't know if I'm doing that correctly, but it feels good to me. Leave your comments below the video if you think I'm doing it wrong. Only joking, there's no comments in this video because it's not up yet. Probably won't go up. But if it does, and you think I'm doing it wrong, and you can teach me a thing or two, I'm always up for learning. Leave some comments. Cool. Cutting the hole in the roof for the thing down here.
Artlist.io.
Hey! Woo! Hole in the roof.